Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's underscore Gintu back again. Much of the people are talking about, oh, Gintu was arrested. Who was arrested here? And somebody talking about Gintu was arrested. Are you Kwagumaya or you are just relaxing and relaxing here and there? Much of the things that are just coming out is now much of the people are going to be using Gintu as a content. Gintu is arrested. Ooh, money going to be flowing like Safari Rally. That's what going to be coming. I've seen much of the people talk about, oh, much of the people have been using Gintu's name to make sure that they're going to be surviving. That's the real fact. For the good thing that we're going to be making sure that is much of the people, they have to indulge themselves and make sure that things are just coming to the pumping of the moment. And here you are, if you're first time watching this kind of the video, thank you very much for you being tuned and locked in as we're going to be starting this kind of the video from the G Castle, coming out very fantastic here, and everything is just moving very califragistically well, and things are just continuing as one of the routes. I have much of the 4 sections already going on onto the G Castle here. One of the section is plumbing. Plumbing is ongoing. I told much of the people that the plumbing going to be coming, and much of the talk about, oh, Gintu is, are you talking in the much of the things? Are you just quoting some of the things here? Well, much of the plumbing is ongoing, and I don't know which kind of the percentage are we right now, but we are now making sure that we are in the piping. Talk about the manhole pipings here. And we have the welding. The welding today we have characteristically democratized, and we have finished this kind of the welding in terms of the metal rails to the top of the G Castle and from the section of the stairs. And the next thing is we have the top mason is ongoing with much of the construction. Talking about going to be creating some of the things. I don't know how they are called, but I'm going to be reaching that's going to be the point so they can just get what is there every meaning, because I don't know the meaning of it. I don't know if it's called rain shadow. I don't know if it's called I don't know what, to make sure that it's preventing much of the splash erosion or the splash water from the rain direct just accessing to the window. I don't know that kind of the subsection is just called. It's like something like that one. Something like that one, exactly. So the real fact is, the next thing is we are having, the people are just making sure that the road is democratized here. The road now is looking reddish here. It is already marammed, making sure they're going to be very strong. Whenever it could rain, I don't know if some people can just pass there. I don't know. But the fact is, another work is ongoing. Talk about the lumberization. Somebody knows about rambarization? No. It's called rambarization of the power saw. Exactly. We have to make sure that after plumbing, when the plumbing is empty, we are launching in, which is called making sure that we are just putting the plumbing, lumberization, and the blundering. Those kanaki, it's now talking about English only. There's no Swahili word here. Only English. But we're going to be making sure that we are just sustaining the sustainabilities. That's what we are just aiming forward. And that is our all project. Because I talked about the projects, the G Castle, not Gintu. The G Castle is the project. Gintu is just the mentor, making sure that G Castle is moving. This is our project, exactly. So I'm going to be checking about one after each, and we know what's really happening. But I want to address this kind of the issue that much of the people are talking about. Oh, Gintu was arrested. But guys, yesterday, it was the last way I just went in a live. It was yesterday but one. When I was in a live, then it was a blackout once. Then I was in a live for 14th minute. So I had to leave it there and the cancel and everything going to be so far. Much of the people are calling, oh, Gintu, what is happening to you? People thought about, oh, Gintu is gone and gone forever. But I talked about maybe I've been hijacked. Maybe I've been abducted. No. Gintu is already safe. And right now, guys, I talked about you're going to be having this kind of the grilled windows here. They are so secure right now. And I'm closing doors like something else. Right now, whenever you knock, you have to knock from here so I can hide you there. But the real fact is that Gintu is very safe and everything is so going good. But we have much of some miscellaneous effect and some hula balusha, garabagar, and irresponsible with the demagogues. You understand how they want to be. And we have to make sure that we are just posting ourselves and making things to have to get forward. So what I'm going to be talking about is yesterday I talked about much of the people calling me that, oh, Gintu, are you arrested? Or I've seen much of the text coming here. But Gintu is also good and everything is so fantastic. As I'm just wearing this way, I'm making sure that I'm just getting out a little bit to make sure that I'm checking much of the materials. Tomorrow going to be another day, and we have to make sure that the materials and to the spot. The spot meaning that we have to make sure that the materials are there prior to the job, which is making it very easy. Not that, oh, Gintu, can you wake up, please? We want a cement. Already we have some 3 cements here, democratized here, and we have like 5 of them still to the G Castle inside to make sure that we have like 8. So they're going to be making sure that the plumbing is also using the cement, and also the top mason is using the other cement. And we have a fish pond here. It's gonna be coming. We have not put there some maram. It's gonna be coming. Maybe after the top mason finishing it tomorrow, because we have even the timbers here. Today I've just lumberized much of the timbers here to make sure that they're gonna be showing you where we are just landing this kind of the timbers and the plywood. Much of the people are asking about, oh, Gintu, what's the plywood for? It's just looking so shiny there, but it's the reflection of the sun. We have to bear with the circumstances here. So I have this kind of the top men here, making sure that the plumbing is ongoing here. I have the top plumber. I don't know if the English is gonna be caricaturing it to you or you're gonna be understanding the English. How are you, my friend?
I'm fine.
Everything is good. Oh, English is Englishing. So, guys, we're gonna be now talking English here. Only the English men are here. What's your name, bro?
Samuel. My name is Mr. Samuel.
Mr. Huh?
Samuel.
So, what's your wife's name? So, when we talk about Mr. Samuel, it means that now the wife is alongside and to your ribs here. So, do you cut your rib to go to somebody? Everything is good, bro.
Everything is good.
I've been checking you from Mayugno's area there, and he's a best friend of Mayugno. Yeah. Don't lie to us.
Yeah, Mayugno is my friend.
Your best friend. Yeah. Now, whom am I to you?
My friend and my boss.
Oh, by now. When you come from here, talk about, oh, Mayugno, you know, I went there, then you know, A, B, C, D, that kind of the man is talking you bad and good. Or you are working, and whenever you finish your work, you're going to be leaving. Whatever you see here, let it be unto you, eh?
Yeah.
Eh? You are promising. So it means that you could go with it.
No.
Oh, exactly. So is that just a good man here? Talk about Mr. Samuel. Exactly. And he's the one of the top plumbers here I've just selected. Much of the people talking about Gintu. Gonna get the other man called Strongman 254. But why could our boy here coming from the same area could just eat from? Sometimes you have to reconsider, eh?
Yeah.
Exactly. Are you congratulating me, or you are talking about what? Are you gonna be giving me a discount, eh? Talking about now my boss, you gave me a work now. Can he give you 5,000? Because you considered me.
That will
It
will be talking in the
behind the level.
Yeah.
But no problem. Yeah. So today I've checked much of the boys here. They have democratized. And the work is continuing like a safari rally here. So the real fact is somebody is calling here. Guys, the work of using a phone is a problem. But the boys here, they have democratized. And I think the boss now has come. They have been strong now. When they were just no boss here, they were talking about, hey, bro, where will you reach? Where are you going to? But everything is so fantastic here. The work is continuing very charismatically good. I've seen even the person who never got agenda. Today he has agenda. Hey, things are changing here. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Everything is fantastic?
Yeah.
And you are speaking like you want to talk something. Come and say.
No,
what do you want to say?
Not really. I'm really working here.
You are really working?
I'm really working.
What are the others doing?
It is also.
Also doing?
Yes.
Also. Exactly. How are you, man? Everything is good? When I see much of talk about the German working, I feel like we are making it happen because I think they have families. The way I see their bodies and how you see the hands, they are married. I swear they are married. And you see here. Yeah, this kind of the people that are married. I hope so. And the good thing is that they are working to get a little living here so they can just cherish with their family, and also promptly the children will just make sure that they're just enjoying the fruit of their fathers here. This is the fruit here. This is the fruit. The fruit is now money. And changing somebody's money to your pocket, you have to struggle. That's the struggle of Africa. I like about much of the people doing things, which is, it's not like they could be here working and getting something which is very unique to them, so they can just get something small, even if it's small, but something yours, than just coming from here and going. You know, here in Africa, sometimes talk about Kenya specifically. You can talk about cattle raiding is not a problem here. Anytime you can say, woo, 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 woo. And some people have matchbox here. Talking about, lit him. That's always. So for them to work this way, than talking about, it's very chaotic. You understand, guys. For the real fact is, which percentage are you?
Percentage?
In terms of the plumbing?
By now, maybe I'm 50.
50%.
Yeah.
So you are a half. So you have 2 days to go.
Maybe 2 days. Yeah, let it call
2 days to go.
Yeah.
So gonna you have we are talking about the manhole. You are the one to construct them?
No.
Who? So why did you bring the top of the manhole?
For measurement.
For measurement. Yeah. So he's going to build them now. The mason I have?
Yeah.
That's why now you have calculated me, my friend. That's now I calculate. Now you are measuring me. Haki ya Mungu hapo sasa unanipima. You are now measuring me.
No.
So you told me that I have included the manhole. I thought about it is a manhole building.
No.
So why are you not building the manhole? And you are a plumber. Didn't you learn about the mason? Or what's the problem?
I learned, but really,
The other top mason do it.
yeah.
Okay, no problem. Let's give the work to the people who are just intended to have, But there's no problem. Because my man who is making sure that everything is getting on, I was talking about this kind of the stuffs here. Much of the people, they have never seen it. There's some people can talk about, oh, Gintu, is there an extension? Is it a protruding something? But it's something that's going to be formulated. You're going to be having some concrete passing on top, to make sure that you're going to be enclosing the window so you cannot have much of the splash water coming in terms of rain, something like that, because we're going to be having some very fine glasses. Talk about the aluminum glasses. We're going to be placed here to have this kind of the moment getting forward. That's the best moment we're ever looking for. So as everything is just concerned, guys, I talked about the plumbing is ongoing. This is the fruit of not the Holy Spirit, but the fruit of making sure the plumbing is ongoing. That's the best way. And have much of the respect of much of the visitors approaching. Hello, salamu alaikum. So, bro, continue with the work, and everything gonna be so fantastic, yeah? Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to the other section to make sure that I'm just checking what's really happening, and everything is so fantastic. Let me check about there's sunlight here and there. Let me check about the which one? Let's go to the welding. Exactly. Let me check about the welding and how is the welding, because today is today, tomorrow is another day. Let me check about the welding here, because we have already applied, not applied, we have already painted, because right now it's looking califragistically fantastic. Now you can come to Gintu and talk about, oh, Gintu, I want to stay there. Woo, woo, woo. You're going to be coming, but you're going to be having a small gate here, so you cannot have much of the people intruding and coming and just throwing themselves to the top of the deck. And they're going to be talking about, oh, you know, I came, I accessed, oh, it was open, oh, A, B, C, D, Gintu A, Gintu B. Woo. You're going to be having much of the gate here. That's the real fact. So as I'm just approaching to go to the top here, so I can just found the owner of the welding. I don't know if he's up here or the painter is the one who is available. But everything is so fantastic. Right now, everything is working prior and promptly. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Everything is good?
Everything is
So painting is fantastic, eh?
Yes.
Painting is good. So, yeah. So I can just check, guys. The painting is fantastic. Woo. Yeah, everything is so okay. So right now, the area is looking so fantastic, as you can just check. The G Castle is moving. We are not having that kind of a reluctant moment. The way we are, oh, no, that kind of the moment again. What is coming out is we are making it happen. Let's make it happen. And this is absolutely the best moment we're ever looking for to make it happen. This is the moment for us to go. The G Castle is changing. It is changing. Now we have this kind of the metal rails already demobilized. And I'm going to be checking another spot, because we have so many spots here that are ongoing, and making sure that we're going to be spotting them and knowing what's really happening to the time here. It has been painted already. It's going to be sticky, and I don't want to have to this kind of the stickiness here, but everything is so possible. Right now we are done with the grilling. Where are we going to throw this kind of a man called Fundi Duke? Fundi Duke going to be I saw something here, guys. Let me check on you. I have something here, and I think it's called a drum. This one here. For a person who democratized talking about Gintu, we're going to be having a barbecue jiko. Already Fundi Duke has democratized with it here, to make sure that we're going to be having a barbecue jiko coming out very fantastic. And we have Fundi Duke is here. Hello. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Today you look like now a man in the village. This is how I used to see you in Maro. Talk about in Kenge position. I used to see this way, the way you are wearing. So you are back to the old clothes.
Yeah, I'm back to the...
This is your originality.
This is my
You will
originality.
not have to throw your
People come
originality,
from-
my friend.
People come from far.
People come from far.
Yeah,
So when you wear this one, you just know that you are coming from somewhere.
Yeah,
And
I
you are
was-
going. Are you
I
going
was
somewhere,
somewhere.
or you are still the
Yeah,
same?
I'm going somewhere.
Going exactly.
I'm going
so
somewhere.
how is everything? Today you have just finished, and I've seen the painting has already been done. Terms of talking about the stairs, the staircase rails, they are already democratized. They are very fantastic here. So you can give yourself a shout out and tell us which percentage are you and what is next.
Yeah, my missions were two. The first day we met, I told you that I came from Mombasa with 2 missions.
Yeah.
And you can see my eyes today are very red because I've been
Finishing the welding.
finishing the welding and
Of the grill.
My first mission
Yeah.
is accomplished.
Exactly.
I'm now left with the. This is the barbecue.
Barbecue is a barbecue jiko.
And also, before you plaster this house, this is a permanent house.
Yeah.
And nowadays, as we do the finishing of the house, we also put the, how do you call them? The curtain clips.
Rods.
The curtain clips.
Rods.
Yeah, which are holding the rods now.
Okay, okay.
I make the rods, and I also make the clips that holds the curtain.
So whenever
rods.
the plaster gonna be coming, it's gonna be fixed.
I fix the curtain clips. I fix them at the wall with the welding machine. Cause
Are they called rod clips or curtain clips?
curtain clips.
Why not the rod? Because it's where the
Curtain
rod is
clips.
going.
Yeah,
Curtain rod clips.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that one.
Yeah.
So
I make them. We place them at their position.
Exactly.
And when the plaster comes, it bounds them very strong, so they can't come out.
oh, so you don't have that one of demolishing, putting
Yeah.
I don't know, using I don't know, and
Drilling the
Yeah.
wall. So
Yeah.
that is the remaining part. I make the curtain rods
Yeah.
and also the clips. So we have to place the clips before the plaster, so that when the plaster comes, they become much stronger.
Yeah.
So that when you bring even the heavy curtain
Yeah.
or a net plus what,
Yeah.
it can't.
It cannot give it.
Yeah,
a
and when
problem.
the paint comes, the house will be clean.
Completely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And very strong.
So the only work that's many already you are done with talk about the stairs, the metal rails here,
Yeah.
and also talk about the windows here and the not yet the door. Talk
the
about
door, we have to put
the locks.
The locks,
You
yeah.
have not yet.
Yeah.
So you are remaining with more 3 jobs to go.
Yeah.
Talk about the locks and to the door. Talk about the barbecue jiko,
barbecue.
and also we have the clips you are talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's called Fundi Duke, and
Yeah.
support him. You can talk about yourself, man. What can I
Yeah.
talk about you?
I'm very happy. I'm celebrating. I already democratized at 1,000 subscribers.
Exactly. Right
And
now, 1,000.
1,058, almost 1,100.
Thank you.
Guys, take me to 5,000
Yeah.
subscribers. And also, I made a playlist.
Yeah.
I made a playlist of my videos.
Oh, exactly. For the welding.
So that what? No, there was some other contents apart from welding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go check me out, Fundi Duke.
Yeah.
Consider watching my videos to the end so that I can attain the watch hours.
Exactly.
So that I can get monetized before I leave
Exactly.
the G
fantastic.
Castle. Yeah.
And support Fundi Duke, FUNDY DUKE.
Yeah.
Fundi Duke.
Fundi Duke.
And is the one making sure that everything is just getting forward and making things to happen.
Yeah.
That's the best method we're gonna be doing, and making sure that we're supporting each other.
The security, I
Security
promise,
is
very
tight.
strong.
Exactly, very tight.
Yeah.
And I like about it, and we celebrate each other. And I saw you called me yesterday talking about Gintu. Are you at home? Are you arrested?
Yeah.
Where was the prompt thing coming from? Because my sister called me, Gintu, are you arrested? Are you at home? And then I'm just in talking about Gintu, are you in? I talked about yes, I'm in.
The messages on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
People telling me that they have seen only Mayani
Oh,
has posted a video saying that
I'm arrested.
you are arrested again.
Ah.
I said we were with Gintu until last minute.
Yeah, yesterday it was a party.
Yeah,
we
yesterday
came
was
from
a
a
party,
party.
and I am the one who carried with this motorbike.
Yeah, you are the one who took me to Nyabuhansi.
Nyabuhansi.
Yeah. So
And-
so you are just talking about now I brought Gintu
I
to
brought
Nyabuhansi
him
to
to
be arrested.
Nyabuhansi to be arrested. No. Let me confirm first.
Exactly, you called me
That's
now.
when I called you and asked you, are you arrested?
Oh.
And I immediately you received the phone. I already knew that you can't receive the phone while
Well,
you're in
you are-
custody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the and what we can talk about is sometimes maybe you can just reconsider. Much of the people maybe they want to make sure that they want to create tension. Sometimes it's a tension. You have to understand the tension is always there, so that people can just come and watch the
And
video.
watch the
We
video
have
so
that
that-
kind of the tension, but what I can just talk about is not in an extent of the tension also sometimes, because much of the people talk about Gintu, you don't understand much of, we are passing through much of the things, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm always passing through much of the things, A, B, C, D, and there you understand what is already coming out. But what we want is to make sure that we are just grooving through. I call the boy and I'll start with him down and talk about hey, this kind of
Yeah,
the titles
the
here
way
and there.
they're putting the
Yeah,
titles.
something's gonna be dealt with. I am
Yeah.
not that kind of a person talking about now guys are this kind of that. No, I'm not such kind of a person.
Don't come here. Wait,
Yeah,
move Go,
I'll just
go.
call him. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be coming tomorrow, so they can just rectify much of the things here and there. I'm not a person of talking about the website. Oh, you know, guys, you know now. No. I'm not that kind of a person. I want to sit with him and talk about this, how it's gonna be, so they can just follow the rule. And that's the real thing. Thank you very much for you confirming, because we're always together. And much of the people, they want to be calling you because they want to be calling me. Maybe I could not respond. They have to call you so they can just confirm. Much of the people ask me that, oh, Gintu, whenever you're no longer available, who can just receive our calls and tell us whatever is happening? I talked to them that my sister has not yet given out the number. You can call Mayani or Fundi Duke by now, and they can just give you much over the respondent. What is really meaning and what is really coming out at that kind of the differentiation of the time.
Yeah, because I'm here, and because we said that we want to form the team, I decided that I'm not gonna go to Mombasa. I'm gonna go to Mombasa and bring my things back. Then I'll work from Nyabuhanse.
Yeah, working from home is the best, my friend. What I can just, and much of the people are always talking about, I've never gone to Nairobi talking about, man, now, you know, much of the people in the YouTube platform, when you discover that this is the moment, but before you discover it, you have to make sure that you are getting hard time outside. Hardships are there. I understand you came from, talk about the Kenge position, you went around where, Kisii, from Kisii, you went around to where, up to date, but you are coming back to the center. It's east, west, and south. Center is the best.
Home is the best.
Yeah, center is the best. That's where he is, and right now he's just working from home, and they can make it. And right now we are just marketing him to make sure they're going to be getting some 2-3 deals here. And whoever has any kind of a project, talk about, oh, Gintu, I want to have the metro race again to this kind of the area.
Yeah.
How do you propose? Metro race or which kind of the things we are talking about?
The balloostas.
The balloostas. Somebody can talk about it. Balloostas or metro rails. We can just have them from one pillar joining to another pillar. We can have balloostas, or we can just have this kind of the metro rails.
There is one of the subscribers said that we have to make it uniform.
Exactly.
So from up there,
we should have the metro rails.
Yeah. So
and they are so costly, my friend.
We should put here the metro rails. If we want an entrance here.
Yeah.
We can just put a small
entrance,
very small one.
Yeah.
People can be using.
Yeah.
Or on the
any section.
Any section.
This is an upper area. Somebody can just get in, or from the far end.
Yeah.
Talk about whoever want to access the G Castle using this end can just have a small gate here to entrance, because when we leave it this way, anybody can come from anywhere and can intrude, extrude, protrude, and do any kind of the treatment.
Like here at the G Castle, we have these charging ports.
The charging, the charging ports are there.
So you will come and get
the Wi-Fi is there. Put yourself.
Even at night, people are coming from their place and come to.
But I'll have a wall, man. I have a perimeter wall. It's gonna be coming. I'm just having some 2-3 challenges with this kind of the plot here. You understand, guys, how it is. And they're gonna be, whenever gonna be having much of the talks here and there, gonna be making sure that they're gonna be pointing. After the G Castle, we're gonna be having the perimeter wall. Even if the G Castle, I don't even have to an end. When I'm just checking, we are about to an end. When we'll be at 90%, I'll start the perimeter wall. Very fantastic, cardiologically good. They talk about the bricks are not bricks. The bricks are already demobilizing there. We're gonna be making sure everything is so good. Thank you very much for your point. Go support Fundi Duke and make it happen. FUNDYDUK. It's called do care. He's the one. Thank you. I have another gentleman here. A second time hosting him onto my channel here. And this way. Yeah, this way. How are you, bro?
I'm doing well.
Everything's so good.
Very good.
Are you having how is it, asthma?
No, not asthma. Yeah, I have a chest problem.
You have a chest problem.
Yeah,
this kind of the sweaters here, they're just making me to worry here. Because like me here, I'm having this one. Why can't you ask me why you having this? It's not a color coding, but I'm having allergy. It's called allergy. I'm having allergy of neck.
Of neck.
Whenever wind blows onto my neck, I'm gonna be starting sniffing. So that's why I'm having this one. So, and you have a chest problem.
I have a
pneumonia?
chest problem. Not even, okay, it is a cold.
Cold.
Once it starts getting cold, I start
vibrating.
we call it coughing.
Coughing.
Yeah, I start coughing the entire thing. Actually, that is the reason why I came out from the Shamba Boy. Yeah?
Okay.
When you look at my videos, you will see that sometimes I used to cough because last week I was in those areas, so that I go pay a visit where I was working before.
Yeah.
Now I'm back here to the community.
Exactly.
Remember, guys, I go by the name Lumumba Junior. That's my YouTube channel.
Lumumba.
Yeah, Lumumba Junior, the animal lover.
An animal lover.
Animal lover
The
himself.
trustee.
Actually, the trustee about animals.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I go to an extent of offering veterinary services, but
Yeah.
that's actually it is illegal. Yeah.
It's illegal.
I go that way because sometimes, you know, okay, it is illegal, but sometimes legal because in emergency cases, yeah?
Yeah, emergency.
When somebody calls you as an emergency,
Yeah.
you have to
You can
attend
help,
to that
exactly.
because actually you have that skills for that. That
That's
is
the
what
best.
I'm doing in the community because we
Exactly.
don't have vets here.
Yeah.
So because I have that knowledge, yeah, because I told you the last time, it's just a gift from God. And maybe even human gift because you see all these things I just learned from somebody just gave me that knowledge
Exactly.
on how to work with animals.
Some things have to be pumped to you.
Yes, exactly.
I understand it because even whenever somebody can push you, you can have a friend who is a friend who is indeed and in need. So
true.
you have some of the friends who can just talk about, I want you to move. And you can see that maybe he has done something bad, but he wants you to move. It's like when you come from home and you have your brother maybe in town. Talk about, let me go to my brother in town and make sure that we are just having some 2-3 judgment there. When it gets to another moment, talks about now you have to depend on yourself. Just get out and do other things there. So you will see that it's a bad moment they have done, or it's a very quagmire thing, but to the end, it's a very fantastic moment he has ever done. So as you can just know how to struggle yourself. Yeah. That's the point. And even me, I was onto that kind of the pressure. When I was told that you have to leave and do other much of the things outside there, I saw it was a hard moment for me. But to the real fact is he was pushing me to make sure that Gintu is depending on himself. Yeah. That's why we have this kind of the G Castle. So for you is called Lumumba Junior,
Lumumba
which
Junior.
is Lumumba MBA.
Then we have the
JNR.
JUNIO.
Oh, it's Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
Write
in
it
full,
Junior. Why couldn't it be in abbreviation?
Because actually I don't like the abbreviations. I like something like at least something complete.
But now very, 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 very long name.
It is long, but in my handle, I use Lumumba Junior for that abbreviation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is the one here making sure that the cows cannot have any kind of a problem, any kind of the pneumonia. If the Kenge could have reached this kind of a person, much of the things could not go awkward this and where. But do you treat the dogs?
Yes, I do.
I have a dog here.
Yes.
I have a dog here. How are you, man?
I'm very fine.
I have a dog here. This is my dog here. It has a problem. It is like limping.
It is limping.
Yeah, it's limping. This kind of look at it. So it's like it has those kind of the things that appears onto the middle stage of the fingers.
The
The fingers. Is it the jiggers or some of the foot rot diseases or arthritis footis?
Actually, I suspect something like the jiggers. Yes, because
So do you have those kind of the chemical to treat it?
Yes, we can do even that for tomorrow. For tomorrow, yeah, because I told you I'm coming to help the community. Yeah, I can even start from you. We are going. Have you vaccinated your dogs against rabies?
You know, due to unconditional circumstance, they told me very expensive. How much is one?
No, because
if you tell me a fair price,
yes,
I can talk about. But that's why I'm training them not to bite anyone.
Yeah, because actually we can do that tomorrow. And I think for you,
Rubies, how much is the rabies?
Rabies, how much for rabies?
Shh, wait. Hey, you want to eat my cocks here?
Okay. So for him, for you, actually we are just going to give you a discounted price. So that means I have to talk to one of the vets so that I can come with him. Maybe we can just give him, maybe we can fuel for him the motorcycle and the entire thing, so that we make sure these all dogs that you have here they are vaccinated, and I'll have to vaccinate that. I'll do it on my own. Then the veterinary will now provide the certificates for you in case they bite any other person, any person.
You want to be having the legal
documentation.
Will,
yes, so you will not be charging anything, and everything will be well,
exactly,
with you, because like now you see you have fundis, you have many intruders. So to prevent such scenarios, tomorrow we are going to do that.
Exactly.
And when I say tomorrow, it has to happen. Remember, I have passion.
I understand, animals, and that's why I've told you about it, and that's why even this kind of the dog doesn't want me to touch it. Look at it. Hey.
Yeah, because for that.
Yeah, it has a problem with the fingers here, but look at it.
We will assess everything. Then after assessing everything, we just work on it tomorrow. Everything we'll be doing tomorrow. Yeah, remember I'm just a passionate.
Tomorrow you just arrive,
Yes.
so you can just have that kind of a good session with
Yes.
much of the dogs here, and alliteratively get to the main point about how we're going to be making the vaccination and much of the things that are required to them, so they cannot have much of the hula baloos and shagara bagara response, because whenever you're going to be biting somebody, they're going to talk about, oh, Gintu now, oh, the dogs, I want 1,000 Kenya, 1,000 US dollars because it has biting me. Quagmayas of the day, but not much of that one. And I respect, and much of the thing gonna be coming. Lumumba Junior, go support him. We're gonna be having much of the link to him, and much of the things gonna be so fantastic.
Yeah,
As we get
I'm
to
just
the
1 month old.
1 month old.
Yeah, in YouTube.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
You
no,
just make it happen.
Yes,
There's no
I'll make
problem.
it happen.
Tomorrow gonna be another day.
Yes.
Tomorrow gonna be.
We have to make it happen. Yeah.
Thank you. Make it happen. Tomorrow is another day, and we're gonna be making it happen. I have another gentleman here.
Yes.
And wearing is this a design that has come? And even the trouser here is don't touch. Or this is how we have reached.
Hey, I was riding the motorbike.
Oh, you are riding. Oh, it will always squeeze up.
Yeah.
And why are you not having a helmet? Because now your eyes are looking like something else.
Okay. The motorbike is for high.
Oh,
you
for
understand
high.
sometimes.
No, helmet is also for high.
You don't have the helmet.
Oh, you don't have. Why are you hiring things that will bring you some chaotic things? So how are you, bro?
I'm very fine.
Everything is good.
Everything is
Everything
good.
is running.
Everything
So
is
what's
running.
your name, bro?
My name is it is Gatti.
It's Gatti.
It is
Or you
Gatti.
have changed it from Lucas the Traveler
Yeah,
to
it is
It's Gatti.
According to your advice that you gave me
Exactly. That's a
previously.
short name
Yeah.
and precise name.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be making sure that we're gonna be supporting you. Right
Yeah.
now, how many subscribers?
Okay, actually I came here when I was 44 subscribers. Right
Yeah.
now I'm 50 subscribers.
50 subscribers. 6 already have democratized.
Yeah.
So don't be very panicky. Don't give up.
Yeah,
Things are gonna be coming small.
Yeah,
And what we
exactly.
always talk about is tomorrow is another day. We're gonna be making it happen.
It will
And
gonna
that is the
happen.
best moment we're gonna be looking for, and making sure they're gonna be coming to that kind of the position.
Sure.
So you are dealing with also the animal husbandry,
Exactly.
and you are working with my friend here called Rumumba.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the moment, guys. I always talk about we ever shared much of the things here and there. He ever had a YouTube channel, and to the real fact, he was the one who was I got him to the platform. He was the one running with what's the name of that kind of the lady from Israel?
Coco girl.
Coco Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ever saw you with Coco Girl running here and
sure.
there, buying some banana, making some stew banana for much of the villagers there. And
Yeah.
I talked about, this kind of the people are making it happen.
Yeah.
And I liked your session, and I talked about, okay, one time I had not that kind of the passion of talking about I'm going to be inside. I never knew that I'm going to be coming out like the way I am.
Yeah.
But the real fact is God has his own purpose and making it happen. That's the best.
Yeah.
So for you, what I can just talk about is now called It's Gatti. It's underscore It's Gatti.
It is Gatti, like that.
So it has an apostrophe.
It is I.
Now it is now it has an apostrophe.
No apostrophe.
It's Gatti.
It's Gatti.
And there's no much of underscore there. It's just It's Gatti.
Yeah.
Gatti is Gatti.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And you can just get him there as an animal husbandry.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about animal husbandry, you know, I learned much of this kind of the agriculture here and
Yeah.
there. I don't know what's the difference between animal husbandry and keeping animal.
Okay, keeping animal is just anybody can keep animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
but animal husbandry is...
Husbandry, okay, animal husbandry is when now you have that close in touch with
Oh. I have a dog here. I don't know if it wanted to eat my cock. No, not
No, it
cock.
can't.
Not cock. It's gonna be eating this kind of asarigoko is called a roaster. So sometimes English is Englishing here.
Englishing
But you
here.
have to understand this is the village life. Here we call them cocks. So you understand the way they are. Exactly. So my brother here, tomorrow gonna be another day, and we're gonna be coming so they can just have much of the video explaining, because my dogs has to get vaccination and much
exactly.
of the in touch, so they can just have much of the things coming out very fantastic.
Yeah,
I
tomorrow.
respect, and everything gonna be very
Thank you so
fantastic.
much.
Yeah?
Tomorrow be another day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll be here.
It's
just
Gatti.
vaccinating here.
ITSGATI.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Gatti. And we're going to be getting him there and represent. Keep it locked, keep it tuned. They're going to be posting his on channel and make sure that much of the people are redeeming and democratizing to his channel, making sure that everything is coming to you live, which is one-on-one. As we're just in the 33rd. Hey, I don't know what the way English is today. It's a 33rd. Now let me talk about the 34th minute here coming in, and we're gonna be making sure that everything is so fantastic as we are just gonna be having this kind of the session. I'm cladding out and a little bit to make sure that other things are just performing and making sure that things are just getting out. But I have to be here until the top masons are complete, because I talked about we have 4 sessions going on here. We have the lumbering is ongoing. We have the plumbing is ongoing. We have the top mason constructing much of the walls there. We have the welding is ongoing, and everything is coming with a very fantastic manner. There's no shenanigans and hula baloo there. But what I can just talk about is let's make it happen. Oh, there are now visitors are living here. I'm gonna be giving them bye. Oh, they're looking at me characteristically good, and they have a very good lady in between. I don't know how to think. There's bro, I now recognize you are talking about there's no. By the way, even people are animal. I know. Exactly. So guys, it's something that we are ever doing here and making sure that we are ever representing to have this kind of the session coming every time, everywhere, and the way we need it to be. But much of the things will be coming to. I appreciate much of the people who have been rocked here, and we have my father is here and making sure that he's just listening to much of the people are here. How are you?
I'm right to find.
Oh, everything is
But
so good.
today I don't have much. Yeah.
You are sitting, posing a little bit here.
I will be giving you some good news by tomorrow.
By tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is another day.
Yeah.
Guys, waiting for that kind of the good news coming, because we're gonna be having that kind of the good news coming. Tomorrow is another day. I always talk about that one here. We are in the 35th minute here, and I see we are leveling here to make sure that we are not having any misquotement and mislogament here. And everything so good. The boys here, Mungu, they're gonna be doing the work. A contract work is very fantastic, yeah, but the work has to continue. There you can just check much of the people are just making it happen. What I like about guys mostly what I can just appreciate is when we are ever doing this kind of the works here, you see the people are just getting the contract. We have much of the people can just get a contract and they can just go. They are leaving much of the other people who are I've never even seen them, because in the last time I can talk about I ever saw when I was there and to the a swamp there. There's a person who came talking about, oh, you know, I've been sent here for the money. He went to Kenya and talking about, I want some money. And Kenya asked him, are you the one who signed the contract? How are you asking me money? So I have never seen you. Yes, you are working. I've seen you working. But why I've never seen you? So you don't have anything to say with that one. So the real fact is that whenever I see the people have the contract and they are doing much of the better and doing much of the possibility to make sure that everything is just getting to the brim point, I really appreciate it and talk about we have to make it happen. It's right now, it's a sunny time, and we have to talk about, everything has to come to you live, which is one-on-one. And I appreciate a lot of the people are just redeeming, talking about Gintu A, Gintu B, woo, Gintu C, wagwan. And everything gonna be so fantastic here, and let's make it happen, because we are we, and we're gonna be making things to come out very, very fantastic. Yeah, the maize is doing fantastic here. The maize. It is growing like something else. And I appreciate, I talk about this is the best moment that we're going to be looking for and making it happen. The bricks we have stopped because of too much rain, and we're going to be democratizing too much of the bricks. When it gets to the time that we're going to be checking about, the time is ready for us to have the bricks ongoing, because right now we're going to be having some of the alignment to bring us into the chaotic manner. Talk about always using the caveros, every time using this, using that, using those, and we're going to be so characteristically not awesome. So when I'm just moving inside, I'm just getting too much of the maize here. I told you guys that we are moving. Look at where the maize are. And I talked about a very, very healthy maize. And when I talked about we are using fertilizer, I talk about the manure, I always mean it. This is the fantastic. The last time I was here, they were so short. Right now, it's just I talk about 1.5 a week. Right now, they're just going to enclose me. That is the best moment we are ever looking for to make sure that we are moving. Right now, there's no much of food problem. And that is the best moment we're ever looking for, that we are moving. And I promised much of the people that when it comes even to agriculture, the people are just talking about, I'm an animal husbandry. Do they know that I'm the one who is now the Babylon Kihil Selassie style? I'm the one who is representing. And making sure that everything is so cool and making sure that everything is so fantastic. Representing much of the people. Guys, I've gone broke. And that's the real fact. But we have to make sure that we are just moving. And we have the party going to be coming. I'm going to be representing it very fantastic. And making sure that much of the people who are watching to this kind of the brim point, we have much of the work ongoing already. And everything going to be so fantastic as we just make it happen. As we see much of the things that are happening. This is the grace of God. And we're going to be prompting and making it happen. Woo! This is the best moment that you're ever looking for. I like much of the moment and much of the people representing, and also liking the video, sharing the video, and representing. Much of the people asking about, oh, Gintu, what about the GoPro? Has it arrived? No, it has not yet arrived. But what we are just looking for is we're going to be making things to have a change. A change is coming when the time will reach. But right now, there's no one to intimidate, to categorically put us in a lethal system. But we have to make it happen when we come to this kind of the valid point of ending up this kind of the video. Exactly. Thank you very much, everyone who's been tuned and locked in and representing, making sure that we're watching the video until this kind of the 40th minute. And this is the very fantastic moment that we're going to be coming out with and representing. Kudos and respect and big up to everyone representing the G vibe, the G castle, G music, G always, G forward, G exactly. Let's keep in touch live, one-on-one. Like, share, comment, support the real G to make it happen. This is the end.